What about for your guys and the receivers? What do you need to clean up and get better at?
Just finishing routes, blocking better downfield, just everything. It's still early in the season, so I mean there's still a lot of stuff, detail stuff that we got to make sure that we cover. We had a few, mistakes that we need to clear up that get better on.
Coach, what impresses you most about Lamar?
He's a humble person, humble kid. To have the success that he's having at an early age, right now for him, the thing that Lamar does well, he's taking it in stride. He hadn't changed. It's not that he doesn't want the attention, but he doesn't need the attention to do what he's doing. So, that's the biggest thing for him. He likes to go. If he didn't have to have the attention, I don't think that he would.
How special is a coach that your quarterback, first Louisville player to be on the cover of SI ever?
Well, you're the first one to tell me that, so I had no idea. I mean, it comes with the territory of, being, some of the stuff that he's done in the early part of the season and some of the plays that he's made, it just comes with it. But for that kid, winning is the most important thing for him. And, when you win as a team, you get individual awards. But Lamar Jackson will tell you, first and foremost, he's a team player first.
How close is
when you decided to make the move to come here, was this kind of what you envisioned? I don't know exactly, but these are what you were
I just thought it would be a great opportunity to come work with Coach Petrino. You've had the opportunity in 2009, but something unfortunate happened, and so I wouldn't be able to. I wasn't able to come, but it was a challenge for me to be able to come here and learn under him, and he's a great offensive mind. He lets us coach, so I mean it was a great opportunity for me, career-wise.
How close is Lamar to his potential?
I would say him being a true sophomore, I think there's still a lot left for him to do, a lot left for him to learn. At that position, you got to put a lot of work in to ever master. I don't even know if you ever master playing quarterback, but he's here working hard. I mean, Coach Nick Petrino does a great job with him. Him and Coach P do a great job with him, getting him ready. So, he's not even close to his ceiling.
How close is the offense to its potential?
It's still so early to say. I mean, we've scored a lot of points, but when we break down the film, you still see mistakes, that we need to clean up as far as, hustling to the ball, getting lined up, making sure our splits are set, quarterbacks making the right reads, running backs making the right reads, wideouts doing everything to the detail that we need to do them, with their technique. The thing I always tell the group and tell the wideouts is, the one thing that you control is your effort. So when we can get 11 bodies playing with 100% effort, then I'll say we're getting closer. So right now, we don't have that right now.
Well, I think when you said when you got here, you obviously watched film of all your guys, the receivers, and James had some issues with drops, and he hasn't this year. What's been the difference with him you've seen this year, and then talk about that catch the other day? I know it wasn't supposed to be to him, but still it turned out pretty good.
Just doing a lot of ball drill stuff that Coach Petrino told me one day. He's like, there's a drill that you need to do. It's called words or blanks. So, they catch the ball, see it to the tuck. If it's blank, they got to yell blank. If it's words, they got to yell words. So, I mean, it's actually making them see the ball in, getting the tuck. Sometimes you trust your hands, but you need to see it all the way in. So, I mean, just different combinations of that and preaching it and doing a lot of different ball drills. So, we've had some drops, and we had 4 against Syracuse. Do we have any against State? I've forgotten already, maybe, but I mean, there's always a chance because you're always out there on the spotlight. I mean, you're either gonna catch it or you're gonna drop it, and everybody's gonna see it. So,
what about specific things you're working with Lamar and the receivers on, maybe with Lamar to try to improve?
The biggest thing for them that we got to work on is just timing. Him knowing that we're gonna be where we're supposed to be. I mean, and that's how this offense is supposed to be run. If you got to be 14, you got to be 14. If you got to be at 6 yards, you need to be at 6. So, just doing different drills and throwing routes, during practice to make sure that Lamar is comfortable where we are. I mean, and I always tell, the receivers, all the balls are not going to be great, but it's one of those things where you can make the quarterback look good sometimes, catching the balls that are not perfect all the time.
What about the one the other day that was supposed to be to Cole and James caught and turned into a pretty good play?
Actually, Quick was supposed to be all the way down the field, and he stopped. So, it was a good play, but he got a minus for the assignment. and a plus for making the play. I mean, you know, it's just, I mean, you got to have luck, a little luck every now and then.
Coach, how much pride does this team have to be ranked third in the country?
You know, we hadn't really, hadn't really talked about it. You know, we had a team meeting the other day, and you know, Coach mentioned, you know, are you satisfied where you are? And they all said no. I mean, because at the end of the day, being ranked third now, and in December, if you're not ranked third, really doesn't mean anything. So, you know, it's good. I mean, we've worked to get to where we are right now, but we got to keep going. I mean, you know, we're only as good as the next game.
Do you have spend so much time in West Virginia? Do you have a sense of what this game may mean to Marshall to have the number 3 team come in?
I'm sure Coach Holliday, you know, he and I work together. West Virginia will have the guys, you know, ready to play. So, you know, we just got to go in and take care of ourselves. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you try to do each week. You know, if you take care of yourselves, go into the football game prepared, go out and play hard, and see what happens.
Lamar running is part of that offense, but when he takes hits, what's your concern there? Is there a concern there about him taking hits?
I mean, it just comes with it. I mean, you know, it comes with the territory of some of the things that we do, and you know, you don't want to limit him what you do with him because he's so, you know, he's such a competitor. So, you know, there's a couple times you're like, but you know, knock on wood, he keeps getting up.
Right.
Is the excitement gone and you're back to work? I'm assuming it's kind of died down a little.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the excitement's went down, but you know, we're still excited to go out there and be able to play another game. You know, we got to come out and prepare and focus in and prepare for Marshall. So it's just going out and working hard.
Coaches have a unique ability to find negatives after games, big wins especially, and show them to me on tape. What were some of those that they zeroed in on?
Basically just effort. You know, we had a few things that we missed on effort base, and it messed up a couple plays that should have been big plays that we just didn't give our full effort as a unit, and it slowed us down a bit.
Are you still at times amazed by some of the stuff that Lamar does?
Oh yeah, the spin move was nice. Like he seen him at the end and it spun. I was amazed. I didn't know. I thought he was gonna get hit, and he spun, and you know, it's really exciting watching him play. You know, just everything that he can do and that he brings to the table is really exciting.
How has he seemed to handle the attention, the magazine covers, and all the other awards since that game?
He stays grounded. You know, he stays humble. He's a good kid. You know, he's all about his football and his school. You know, he goes to class. He comes in and works hard in the weight room and in the classroom, in the football field, on and off. And he's just a great student of the game.
What about for you? How important was this year to kind of end it the way you want, on a high note?
Basically, I just want to come out and help my team win as many games as I can. You know, for me, it's just all about winning. I want to win just as bad as the next person. So it's just basically just coming out, working hard as I can, becoming a better player for myself and also for my teammates.
How many balls have you caught with your knees before last week?
One. And that one last Saturday, maybe that was the only one I've ever caught with my knees, but I didn't intend to. It just kind of happened.
Did you just kind of a reaction?
Yeah, just kind of in the heat of the moment, one of those. Just squeezed my knees together and caught it.
I was gonna say, the pass was actually to Cole.
Yeah, it was to Cole, and that was one of the plays where my effort wasn't the greatest because I loafed off the ball, and you know our coach always says the ball finds the wrong person, and it found me, and I wasn't supposed to get it, but I did.
Did you see the pictures of Lee Corso's reaction after your catch and you started downfield? It's pretty good. We'll have to show it to you. He puts his hands up like, I can't believe what just happened. Yeah. Going into Marshall, what's the key? What's going up against their defense going to look like?
They do a lot of man-to-man, so it's just, you know, coming out and really working their techniques. And, you know, our techniques have to be great. We have to have great techniques if we want to get off of the man-to-man coverage.
James, did you see that sack coverage yet?
No, I haven't seen it actually. I don't use social media a lot right now. You know, I'll post a picture every now and then, but I really don't do that much.
What does it mean for him, the first Louisville? Johnny Nice has been on there, but as a pro athlete, but the first Louisville athlete to be on the cover of SI, how cool is that?
It's real cool, you know, for him because he's 18, 19, young guy on Sports Illustrated. I mean, it's fun. It's exciting to see one of my teammates on there, and actually knowing him is just like, oh look, there's one of my friends on Sports Illustrated.
How do you guys keep the focus? You've upped the rankings so fast. How do you keep the focus on kind of that workman's attitude that Coach talked about yesterday?
Basically, just stay grounded. Take it a day at a time. You know, we got to prepare one day at a time. We got to win each day. We can't just win a game. We got to win practice. We got to win in the meeting room. We got to win everything one day at a time.
As a leader, do you find yourself that you think anybody's going to have to make sure the younger guys remember that too?
Absolutely. I tell you guys every day. Listen, we got to win. We got to win our one-on-one battles at every position, and if we do that, we can win every game.
Where do you feel like you all have room for improvement in terms of working with Lamar? I mean, as good as it's been, where do you feel like you can get better?
I mean, our chemistry is real good. It's just basically just timing could be a little better, but other than that, everything's going smoothly, and we're really just got to gel a little more.
James, what does it mean to you that you guys are ranked the highest in school history, tied for the highest?
It really, to me, it doesn't mean anything yet because we still have games to play. We still have room to get better. So for me, it's just trying to come out here and get better and to keep going, just to keep pushing. I tell these guys we got to keep going every day, keep going.
Last time Louisville was ranked this high, they lost to Rutgers. What are you guys doing to make sure you don't overlook Marshall and look ahead to Lamar?
Take it, just like I said earlier, just take it a day at a time.
Does the mindset change a little bit? Obviously, you came into the season, you guys were talking about getting to the college football playoff. Now that you are, in that four, so to speak, does the mindset change as you prepare for each week?
Oh no, it's just coming out here. For this school, we want to win a national championship. So we want to come out and play as hard as we can every game and hopefully win them all.
What have these last couple days been like for the team, kind of coming back down to earth? How'd the coaching staff do that?
Man, we done moved on from Florida State. We focused on Marshall right now. So that's all we really got planned ahead is Marshall.
Now that you are starting to work on Marshall, what do you see from them, for their defensive front? What do you expect?
They play fast. They play hard. They like to compete.
What's the thing that impresses you most about Lamar?
He's a good player. He likes to compete.
Are there ever moments that you're just like, wow?
Yeah, when he jumped over that Syracuse player, but besides that, he's an athlete. He likes to compete. That's what I like about him.
The whole country seems surprised at your success this past weekend, but you guys don't seem surprised at all. Is this something you guys talked about and planned for a lot?
Yeah, we focused on the next game. That's it. Prepare for the next game.
What does the number 3 ranking mean to you?
It means nothing. It's just a number.
Not even that it's the highest in school history?
It don't mean nothing to us. We focused on the next game.
Kelly, what did you think of some of Coach Petrino's play calls this week, and kind of seem to always work a lot? Seem to always catch them at a spot where there are a lot of open guys, and seem to know where Seminoles were going to be, I guess.
Coach P sets us up he puts us in a good position to execute and to finish and stuff like that.
What is the union? What does that mean?
It just means a group of men that's working hard together and that'll push each other even when everybody's looking down upon us.
And you all seem to take a picture after big games. I saw one after Syracuse. What are those for?
Yeah, we just take pride in what we do. So, like the running back's running for a lot, the quarterback's running for a lot. We just take pride in that.
Was that you that came out with the hammer and before the game this last week?
Yeah, that was.
What's that mean to you to bring that out?
I mean, that just means for me to come out and be the hammer instead of the nail.
Was the game the other day just the whole offensive line as a unit maybe as good as you guys are playing?
We still got a lot of work, a lot of stuff to work on.
How impressive was it though that you all dominated? Defensive line ran all over them. Radcliffe and Lamar Jackson themselves just pushing.
I mean, we did good, but we still got a lot of stuff to work on to smooth out.
From the experiences of last year, where a lot of quote unquote blame was thrown on the offensive line for sacks and things like that. After having such a start, what's that mean to you guys?
The stuff last year don't mean nothing to me or nothing to us as a team. It don't mean nothing. So we just moving on and just do what we do as a team.
Will said yesterday that the O-line gets together and goes to various buffets around town.
Yeah, we go eat with the team. We went to I think it was a Chinese buffet as a team, receivers and stuff, DBs. Yeah.
How much can like 8 or 9 300-pound offensive linemen put down at a Chinese buffet?
I don't know, but they better start cooking before we get there.